Hello everybody. So a little bit late today because my setup got destroyed. One cable didn't want to work anymore, so I needed to change it out quickly to only one camera setup right now. So I hope that's alright with you. So, hello. I'm Marcel, I'm your host here, I'm your instructor, your yoga instructor. We're doing here 2 times 45 minutes, one time 45 minutes, or now it's 40 minutes of awareness practice, and then 45 minutes of more physical practice, where we go into somewhat of a handstand today. Later on, if you like to join the awareness practice right now, you can do so right now. I'm not here alone, up here is Shawn. Shawn is here for entertainment, energy and motivation. And so good to have you today on this 116th day of 2020, as far as I think. That's the right? Yeah, that should be right. 116th day of 2020. A lot of things happen already. And today we're going into our own view of the world, into our own view of our body. Just come into your body right now. Root the sitting bones down a lot. And from there, breathe in deeply into your belly, into your chest. You can put the right hand on the belly, the left hand on your chest, and breathe in deeper into the belly, then into the chest. And from there, get longer from the sitting bones up to the head. And with every breath, try to go a little bit deeper into your own view, like being an observer of your own view, the lens where you watch your life unfold. Also being able to, knowing that you're able to change that view if you like to. Breathing in deeply into your belly, into your chest. Get longer from the sitting bones to the top of the head. Check in with your body today. Release. And again, in deeply into your belly, into your chest. Really feel how the hands are going up and down, first on the belly, then on the chest, in the chest. And from there, release the hands by your sides, breathe in deeply, and lift the hands up. As you're lifting up the hands, breathing in the arms. You're on top with your arms. Hold your breath for just 2 seconds and then release again. Releasing without force. And holding your breath when you're at the bottom and breathing in again. Go in your own rhythm. Make short pauses, short breaks on top and on the bottom. Come completely into your body. Belly into the chest. Long, long, long. And you're on the top, hold the breath and release. Let's go one more time. Holding the breath and you're down. And go again up. Belly into the chest. Into this very moment. And release the arms to your thighs. And move the hands to the front and to the back on your thighs. Feeling the warmth between the hands, the warmth on your thighs. From there, bring the shoulders forward, upward, back and down. Upward, back and down. And continue like this. Go in your own rhythm, not too fast, not too slow. Enjoy the feelings in your body. If they start hurting, if the sits start hurting, you're always welcome to change it right away. If it feels good to you, just continue like this. And see how it feels to move the hands forward and backward. Good. See how it feels to move the shoulders forward, upward, backward, and down. And then release it slowly. Bring the hands forward. Extend the fingers vertical and extend the thumb up. And then the thumb in, thumb up, thumb in. And connect with how the left hand and the right hand feels. And how they are maybe moving a little bit different. Honoring that. Smiling. Good. And from there, turn your thumbs forward. So circling the thumbs forward. Yum, yum, yum. And then circling the thumbs the other side. Good. And releasing again. Shake your wrists, shake your arms. Bring the arms up again, vertical. Make fists and go up and down with your wrists. Up and down. A lot of juice in the wrists here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, shake your wrists, shake your fingers. And from there, bring one thumb up, turn it to the outward side of your body. So the right arm is up, the thumb to the right side. Grab onto the thumb and the fingers are going down and draw a little bit back. Push a little bit out. Should feel it in the thumb socket here where the thumb is attached. Just a little, don't go too much, don't go too less. So that you feel a little bit of a stretch. Breathe in deeply. And release, shake it out, change the sides. Feel it in the thumb socket and release, shake it out. And from here, let's bring the hands up and we claw the fingers like a cat, and then bring it to fists, clawing the fingers again, and the fists, and just go Some more times like this. Don't go too much, don't go too less. Bring a lot of awareness into this practice right now. So you want to feel the left hand and the right hand moving, and see if there are changes in the left and the right hand, or differences, not changes, but of course changes over time if you do the practice again and again, but differences right now in the left hand compared to the right, or the right hand compared to the left. And go one more time, and release, shake the wrists, shake the fingers. Good. From here we want to bring the hands together, and we want to push into the mounts of the fingers. Pushing into the mounts of the fingers a lot, bringing the fingers together and claw the fingertips a little bit. Pushing into the hands, and releasing. And again into the hands, push into the mounts of the fingers, releasing. Into the hands, into the palms, and release. Go again. Smile. Release. Again. Push in. Release. Push in. Release. You want to have the mounts of the fingers together, like this, right? Push into the mounts of the fingers, claw the fingers a little bit, and release. Let's go 5 more times. Really aware with what is happening with the mounts of the fingers, and pushing in. 2 more times. Pushing in, releasing. Last time in, release, shake it out. And a little secret here, if you're doing this correctly, like pushing in a little bit, clawing the fingers a little bit, you find a little hole between the palms through, and between kind of like the ring finger maybe, above the ring finger through. You should see a little hole between the palms. Shake your wrist, and awesome job. Then bring the hands again together, index finger, burp, mounts together, and from there we lift the fingers off right now. Pushing into the mounts of the fingers and release them down again, lifting the fingers off. Releasing them down. Fingers off, releasing them down. Lifting the fingers off. Down, off, down, and off, and off. It gets harder if you go more like elbow to elbow, like this. If you try it like this, it gets way harder. If you go a little bit like down with the elbows, it gets easier. Just experiment where you are today. Good. And then release, shake your wrist, shake your fingers. Good job. From there, bring the fingers together, interlace the fingers and go left and right. Making an 8 here. Really soft right now, not grabbing on like with force, but try to be soft and move, maybe with the elbows a little bit. Let your wrists turn themselves, kind of without a lot of force, without a lot of muscles. And from there, good. Slowly fixing the right hand right now, so the right hand stays where it is, and we rotate it with the left hand. The left hand is active, the muscles of the left arm are active and moving the right. The right is approximately staying in the same place, so no muscle is activated, but you want just to keep it where it is and move it around, and see where you can move it. Maybe you can move it to a certain position where you didn't move it just before. And then release. Bring the left hand up, fix the hand in place, grab around with the right hand and move it around. Yay. Good job. Left and right. Every time you feel uncomfortable with your sitting pose, please feel free to change it. And sit upright from your sitting bones to the top of the head. Long, long, long. Good. And from there, release it, shake your wrists, and we come one more time together. Shake your arms, shake your shoulders maybe. Bring the hands together, interlace them, and go side to side, really calmly, really mindfully. Not too much force in the left hand, not too much into the right hand. Finding a balance again between the two arms. So both arms are moving at the same time in every movement. How does that feel to you? Really bring a lot of awareness into this. Not one arm is moving, but both arms are moving to do this movement. Maybe change the side if you can. If you're just rotating in one side, maybe you can rotate in the other side. Maybe, if there is another side. And then shake your wrists, shake your arms, shake your shoulders. And from there, bring the right hand to the right side and get long in the left side body, but keeping the right side body also long, so both side bodies long. Get longer in the left side body. Meanwhile, keeping the right side body long, so from the left sitting bone, the top of the fingers, long, long, long. And then releasing, changing the sides, breathing in deeply, get long from the right side, right sitting bone to the top of the fingers. And changing the side again. Left sitting bone to the top of the fingers. And releasing. Now we will be rounding a little bit more. Get long. The next turning, breathing out, changing the sides. Now rounding to the side. Rounding at the right side body, getting longer in the left side. Finding a stretch in the left side, maybe even. Bring the shoulders a little bit on the back. Draw the belly in and up. If you can, bring the chin back. And released. Change the side. How does this feel to you today? Breathe in deeply. See what the breath does to you. And release. Come back into the middle. And from the middle, bring the chin to the right side or the right shoulder. And just release the shoulders down as much as you can, looking over the right shoulder. Breathing in deeply into your belly, into your chest. And as you're breathing out, changing the sides, looking over the left shoulder. Breathing out, changing the sides. Chin over the right shoulder. Breathe in deeply, as deep as you can, into the belly, into the chest. Get longer from the sitting bones up to the top of the head and releasing and changing the sides. Belly into the chest. Releasing, changing the sides. To the left, changing the sides again. Go in your own rhythm here. Breathing in deeply into your belly, into your chest, and releasing the shoulders down a lot. And then come back into the middle. Your next out breath. And then bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Just bring the head like a little bit down, right ear to the right shoulder. And release the shoulders down and bring your right hand up, close to your left ear. And just put the weight of the right hand there. And from there, release the right shoulder as good as you can. Release the muscles on the right side. And then draw a little bit down from the left shoulder. With your whole arm, like engage your whole left arm and draw a little bit down with your left shoulder. This is optional. You can also just be like here. And enjoy this, and then breathing out, release the head forward. And change the side, left ear to the left shoulder. Really be mindful here, don't push yourself too much. And you can also do the optional thing here, bringing the left arm up next to your ear. Just give some weight there, not pulling down or anything, but give some weight there, and then release the shoulders again as good as you can. And maybe draw even down with the right shoulders by extending the whole arm of the right arm. Breathing out, changing the sides. And your head, so we're breathing in deeply. As you're breathing out, bring the head forward and change the side to the other side. Make this slow, this movement, enjoy it. Breathing out. One more time each side. Do your variant right now. It feels good to you. On your own rhythm, with your own breath. And then let your head fall forward and lift it up into the middle. And from there we are doing cat-cow, or we are arcing up and down in a sitting pose. We're not going to all fours right now. So we're staying in the sitting pose. And we arc up slowly. Looking up, breathing in. And we're rounding down from the top of the head down. We arc up again. Breathing in. Vertebra by vertebra. And we round down vertebra by vertebra. Arcing up. And rounding down. Arcing up. Rounding down. Arcing up. Rounding down. And then come back to the middle. And from here, we're slowly standing up. Make your way up in a way that feels good to you. And from there, start to shake your legs a little. Oh, how does that feel to you? After a long sit right now, shaking your legs, and then start jumping. Jumping, maybe just out of the heels, maybe just out of the knees, and relax the shoulders, relax the head. You can also jump completely, like leaving the floor a little. It's up to you. What feels good to you right now. If it starts hurting you, can also come just to a stand. Completely be that. It just starts hurting. And release the shoulders, release the neck, release the head completely. And feel how the elbows are jumping, how the wrists are jumping, how the head is jumping. Good. And jump a little bit more, maybe. Jump a little bit less, really fine. And let's count down 5, 4, 3, 2, and release this jumping. 1, come back to your body. I'd love to do more yoga, but most of the positions that require me to sit down are impossible because one of my ankles. Hi, Lumimirski. Hi, Sky. I call you Sky right at the moment. So thank you for your message. These poses that we just did, so we're doing awareness practice right now. These are also available for you to do in just a chair, if you like to do them. Or if you like to do the check maybe the next day this yoga lesson out, because I'm doing it daily. And of course you're free to ask questions always. But yeah, I see. But as said, you can do this lesson completely with me when you're sitting in a chair, if you like to join in for 45 minutes, maybe tomorrow or another day or maybe in a week. Feel free to just come in again and check that out. So happy to have you here. Thank you. And we're just jumped right now. Next thing what we're doing is come into a hip width stance. So we're finishing up this lesson slowly. We bring our hands to the sides and we think of a box between our chest and the belly. So from the hips to the shoulders, we want to have a box, and we want to keep this box as it is. We bring our hands to the sides and we lean to the right. And by leaning to the right, our left leg lifts up. By leaning to the left, the right leg lifts up. And we are just doing this movement. And the left leg lifts automatically up, or the legs lift automatically up. And if you like to see what this does to you, or where your muscles are working, or should be working, you can grab around your belly. And you will feel that the left side is engaged when you lean to the right. And if you lean to the left, the right side will be engaged of your belly. So the right side is engaged. Then you can extend the arms again. Let's go side to side. And then lean to the right and hold it there for a little. And of course, Sky, we can also do a lot of standing positions that are probably more better to you. So we will do a physical exercises right after. This is the awareness lesson where we focus more on awareness right now. And yeah, feel free to join there in about 10 minutes if you like. It's less about sitting, more about moving, standing, sun salutations. And we will go up to even a little bit of a handstand preparation. But don't worry, it's available for everybody. Everybody can do it. The lessons are for everybody. Release the arms, shake your wrists, shake your shoulders. Good job. And then from here, let's bring one foot forward, one foot to the back, and we bend our foot on the back a little bit. And we lean forward, we hinge at the hips, we lean forward, and we check with our lower back that it's not rounding, so the vertebrae are not sticking out. And you feel a strong stretch in the hamstrings here. So check with your lower spine here that the vertebrae are not sticking out. So if you're rounding down, that's not what we want to do. We want to come up where the vertebrae are not sticking out. When we want to go down with your whole upper body, you feel a strong stretch in your front hamstring. And then change around, change the sides, other leg forward. And same thing, really good as a hamstring stretch. Really good, even if you want to start maybe sitting on the floor without so much pressure on the ankles. You need to work a lot of on your hamstrings so you can come deeper down. Or you can do advanced sitting poses, right? And release, change again. And let's do this one again. I come to your thing, your sentence directly. Change again. Thanks for being here, by the way. So I'm here every day for you guys, for everybody that wants to do yoga in 2020. And yeah, I'll teach 2 lessons each day, 45 minutes, one after the other. You can join one, you can join both. Today my camera went off. And please come to your back, lie on your back right now. And let me quickly check your... Yeah, I don't have problems with standing ones. It's more if I have to sit down and cross my legs. Since my ligaments in my right ankle have been fixed, so that ankle isn't very flexible. Okay, I see. Okay. Okay, good. And from there, come to your back. And we extend our hands, extend our legs, and we want to get longer in the right side of the body. So we extend the right leg and the right hand. And then the left leg and the left hand, left arm. The right arm and the right leg, and the left arm and the left leg. We go right and left in your own rhythm, as it feels good to you. And today's topic is your own view. It's a little bit of an abstract topic. So you have a view where you look out onto the world. You're kind of like your own lenses, if you want so lenses that you see the world with. And we want to observe these lenses or this view that you have. It's already a really advanced, maybe a little bit advanced topic, but it's all right. So maybe take this into consideration to think about that. And then release this. Bring the legs up. And we do one more hamstring stretch. So we grab on below the knee, put one leg down again below the knee and draw the shoulders onto the floor, bring the shoulders onto the mat and engage your knee here a little, engage the lower leg a little, and as good as you can, just leave the foot up there if you like, or leave it as it is. I mean, if you have any, and if it's been fixed, right, you know where you can go, right? And then, if you can also point the foot up, point the toes up, then draw the toes down, then draw the foot down. And toes up again, and foot up again. I like to do this to bring some more awareness to the foot and the toes, and you can pull a little bit back. You don't need to do this if you can't, right? Always take care of your own body, right? Shoulders on the mat and point the foot up if you can, toes down, foot down, toes up, toes down, foot down. And if you can't do that, just stay here and draw a little bit more back, extend the knee a little bit more and see where you can go. And then release. Good job, awesome job. Bring the other foot up. Be careful with yourself. Honor your body where it is today. Engage the knee, toes, foot up, toes down, foot down, toes up, foot up, toes down, foot down, toes up, foot up. And go on your own some more times. Draw a little bit more back. Really good for your hamstrings, really good for your lower back. And then release the foot close to the ankles close to your bum. Then bring the other, now it's everything with ankles. I hope it's working out for you. Then bring the other ankles on top of the knee and grab. Now this will be probably really hard for you on one side, I guess. But try it out, nonetheless. And tell me if it's too hard for you, or if it hurts, or doesn't work, or if you know that it doesn't work. And then you can additionally, if you can, you could push a little bit out with your elbow. Don't go too far, really. Listen to your body. If it hurts, stop. If it doesn't work out for you and you know it, just don't do it. Just make this yoga lesson that I'm offering you, make it your own. As I'm not here next to you, I don't really know, like, okay, what can you do right now? What can't you do? But these are probably, at least on one side, probably you can't do it on one side. All right. And then change the sides and release it. Good. And then extend the feet, toes facing away from each other. Arms are lying by the sides, palms are facing up into the sky. Close your eyes, just lie back, close your eyes. And just be for a minute as we're coming into Shavasana. We're just coming right out of it after a minute. So don't worry, just be. Just be. I will get you back to your body in a minute. Deepen your breath. Start to move your fingers, start to move your toes. And slowly come back to your body. Keeping your eyes closed. Bring your knees up to your body. And then shift yourself to either the left or the right side. Coming to lie down on your side body. Releasing, and when you're there, releasing the whole side in this position, release all the muscles. So lying on your side, releasing all the muscles. Check in with your shoulders, check in with your neck, with the tongue, check in with your arms, the elbows, the wrists, the fingers. Check in with your chest, the belly, the hips, the legs, the knees, the ankles. The heels and the toes. Release all the muscles. And from there, Breathe in deeply and feel carried by the gravity of the earth. One more deep breath in. And then breathe in, lift yourself up through the side body position and come back into a final sitting pose. Having your eyes still closed if possible. Come back up into a final sitting pose, really quick. If it doesn't work out for you to sit, maybe we can go over some sitting poses that are different, that would work for you. But for now, let's come quickly to sitting poses. Then bring the hands together in front of the heart. What's happening? Sorry about that, if you're hearing this. Bring the hands in front of the heart together. And thank you for being here today, honoring this very moment that we share together, share with the world, wherever you are. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of the day if you're leaving right now. Or, yeah, have some more time with me together. If you're staying, release the arms and open the eyes. Good. How did that feel? So, haha, I just started laughing. I can do it too. Yeah, the one about with the ankles, right? Good. That's good. That's a great pose for your lower back. It gives a lot of space in your lower back. Even if you don't feel that much, it gives a lot of space in the lower back. So, let me quickly close this here. We're going now for another lesson. Quickly, but I wanted to share with you some other sitting poses that you could do. So please, if you're still sitting, you can stand or do anything else, and you can try out some other sitting poses with me if you like. That would maybe work where you are today. So I hope you can see me good. So one sitting pose that I like is like with like knees, one knee to the left, one knee is more to the left, and then we bring the other foot and we bring the knee to the toes, kind of like, and then we can bring the left arm here and we can kind of lean to the left here a little bit. This is one variation of a sitting pose. And yeah, the second lesson has started, and I want to introduce myself. I'm Marcel. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, you can try this. So I'm Marcel. I'm here, I'm teaching every day yoga here on Twitch. And up here is Shawn. I'm not alone here. Shawn is my co-teacher. He's here for energy, motivation, and entertainment. I'm just here for the instructions. So if you like to join in from time to time, feel free to just come by. I'm teaching every day, or check me out on YouTube where I upload these sessions as well. And this is one sitting pose that I can kind of like show you. Now it's a little bit more difficult to explain today, as my second camera, or my main camera, I needed to replace it just today because a cable broke, and now I don't have like this close-up camera. So let's try to do this. Okay, this position works great. Awesome. That's already a really good position for you, because so a lot of Indian people, right? They have this really magical back, right? They can go to the front and wherever. I can't do that, right? And this is like for like more Western people, really great, because we can just lean a little bit to the side. We can lift our hips up here a little, and it gives a lot of space in the back, and it's very, very ergonomical for us, and it doesn't hurt us. So we can just place our hand there and maybe think about straightening here. This is also, you can make this to a really awesome pose, like the one that we just did, like leaning to the left and the right. We want to imagine a box from the hips to the shoulders, and we can create this box here in this pose. Creating this box here will strengthen our body a lot. And then what we can do, we can go from this position out. Let's do this right now. We can lean a little bit more to the side, and we can lift the right leg or the left leg, wherever you lie right now. And we can place more weight to our knee here, to the knee. It's a little bit different. Yeah, it's difficult to explain. And then, if you want to take this further, you can lift off with your front hand. But this is optional. Let's leave it like this. And then you can bring your leg forward. And voila, we are in another sitting position. We bring the leg close to our shin bone, and we're kind of in another sitting position already. Now we can take this further, but I don't know if your ankle will allow that. But let's see. Let's bring our leg and we take it around another sitting position. A little bit already like a twisting position. And now let's not take it further from here. So this is already like a twist, right? Maybe you know this twist, like where you grab around like this and then to the back. But let's not do this right now. Let's bring that back again. However it feels to you, it's just to try out, right? If it feels to you good, then it's awesome. If it's not feeling good, yeah, okay. Yeah, just don't go too far, right? And then always listen to your body, right? Listen to your body. Awesome job. And then we want to change the sides, of course. So let's change the side quickly. Other knee down. How does this feel? And we also want, this is really good sit for you. Especially if you're maybe doing some sports with a community of people and you need to sit on the floor. This is a really good sit for you. And if you're really aware of like your body and how it feels, and you will see other people sitting in this position that are really like mindful with their own body, because they kind of figured it out on their own. That's kind of the crazy thing. And then extend the foot again and bring it forward. Just check with how that feels. And we're in another sit that you maybe can hold on to your leg to make the sit more comfortable to you. And then bring the leg around. And we're back here. And this is the twist then. But you could also sit like this, right? So we can do this a little bit lesser variant of this stretch here. A little bit later of this class if you like to stay. And there's some really more stronger stretches that we won't do today, but let's see where these lessons go. So this is one variation of a sit. Then another variation would be, I just go over the sits quickly. Probably you can't do them right, but that's all right. It's all right, just for you to see, right? This is like the normal, how is it called? Somewhat like, somewhat with warrior or something. I'm not sure. The brave warrior. I don't know right now. Your legs are too short. Okay. Yeah. I mean, everybody has other physiological, dimensions, right? But I have long legs, yeah. But don't worry about it. You will figure it out with some time. So this is one variation, right? Knees are in front, toes are looking to the back. Probably you can't do this, right? But that doesn't matter. You stay where you are, right? You do what feels good to you. You honor where you are. And then other variants to sit. I don't really know, just the normal variants, right? Cross-legged and then feet down on your feet are kind of like going down completely, so the heels are close to each other and the knees are down. With some time you can do this, but the most important thing is here, the really most important thing is, as a Westerner, so is that you sit up on something. You need to sit up on something. Otherwise it's really hard. Oh, I can sit like that. Moving the ankle up and down is fine. It's the side to side part that I can. Okay. Okay, okay, I see. That's good, Sky. So let's go a little bit into more physical exercises right now. And again, this day is about the view, so about our lens through which we look about into the world. And this lens can everything turn maybe like into a positive thing, or more like maybe also into a negative thing. So it has this crazy effect, right? That your outlook into the world can either turn completely positive or completely negative. And now we want to just enjoy some more physical practice if you're into that. And we're going up to a little handstand preparation, not completely a handstand, but it's accessible to you. So again, I'll invite you to just come to a sit that feels comfortable to you. I tried like this right now because I just showed it to you like this. And yeah, breathe in deeply. In this sit, when you're in this sit, you shift a lot of weight to the front knee, kind of. And then you can breathe in deeply. Bring your arms up. And out. It feels a little bit different because we are a little bit to the side right now if you're in this. Breathe in deeply. And breathing out. We're directing the breath with the hands. So when we lift the hands up, we're breathing in. Breathing in deeply. And breathing out, releasing the breath. And let's go one more time. And from there, we come into all fours. So all fours is shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Probably don't know this, right? Okay, so. And then we are slowly arcing up. Cat-cow, breathing in deeply, and rounding down from the top of the spine down, top of the head down, and breathing in deeply, arcing up, and rounding down from the top of the head down, and arcing up, vertebra by vertebra from the lower spine up, breathing in. And then rounding down from the top of the head down. Vertebra by vertebra down. Good job. Let's go one more time, up and down. And now, yeah, there's a lot of sitting as you're telling me. Maybe you can come up like this on your knees quickly. And then shake your wrists a little bit and bring your hands together and move them around to warm up the wrists a little bit more. As we're using the wrists quite a lot in yoga, there's one flaw with yoga. You're always pushing. You're never really pulling. So we want to do some exercises today that also work on the pulling muscles, not just on the pushing muscles. So there are some exercises, but there are just a few, and that's a little bit, we're always doing the same muscles, but the same exercise, not the same muscles. We are using the same muscles always when we're down here and pushing into the ground. So first of all, in yoga, there's one thing important, that you have this mount, this index finger mount pushed into the floor. So we push this into the floor and pushing all the other index finger mounts into the floor. Then we clawing the fingers. And from there, we're kind of like shoulder width apart. And by the way, this lesson will go 45 minutes. And by the way, thank you for your follow before. And there we want to push into the mounts of the fingers, especially the index finger mount. We want to push in there, and then we lift our knees up, push our hips into the sky. So let's go to today really a little bit in depth in downward facing dog, right? So the right distance. First, let's find the right distance. So we're coming into a plank position. In plank position, we want to have the heels over the toes, heels over toes, and that's the right length of your downward facing dog. Then we want to come back, and we can bend the knees here a lot. The fingers are pointing a little bit forward, pushing into the mounts of the fingers a lot. Again, I'm telling you again and again, bring your chest a little bit up. And now imagine breathing in and getting longer from the heart to the fingers. Breathing in, getting longer from the heart to the fingers. And release. And again, breathing in, getting longer from the heart to the hips. Heart to hips. And bend your knees a little bit more. Chest a little bit more up, maybe. We want to find more space in the lower spine. That's what this pose is about. We don't want to sink down in the shoulders, like super deep in the shoulders. We want to bring the chest up, and we want to feel strength through the arms. We want to find a lot of space in the lower spine, not in the shoulders. And then we look forward to the fingers, and we breathe out, slowly walking forward. Coming to a forward fold, releasing there. Really good job. So don't know about your experience in yoga. Bend your knees and stand up with a straight back. Bring your arms into the sky. Breathe in deeply. And bring your hands in front of the heart together. Close your eyes and just be for a moment. How does your body feel? And release the arms. Good. So this was quite intensive already to explain this so thoroughly. I hope you could stay with that. It's quite a lot. Especially also super easy poses. They also involve a lot of things. But let's not get into that so deeply today. Let's just do some sun salutations to warm up a little bit. So bring the arms up into the sky, breathing in. Breathing out, folding forward. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Breathing out, folding forward, placing the index finger mounts down, rooting the fingers down, stepping back. Downward facing dog. Breathing in. Breathing out, coming forward, down, knees up or knees down, and come slowly down, 90 degrees of the elbows. Release the hips down, and let your body come completely down. Push the feet in the floor, push the knees into the floor, and come forward and up. Think forward and up. And maybe just go really slow. Your head is an extension of the spine, or really low, and then release again, breathing out. Breathing in, downward facing dog. Looking forward to your fingers, slowly stepping or jumping forward. Forward fold, bend your knees and stand up with a straight back. Bring your hands up into the sky. And slowly bring your hands in front of the heart together. Just feel how your body feels at the moment. Yeah. It's doable. It was a bit hard to wrist since I'm not used to yoga. Oh. Hello. Your message was not allowed because it's a bit hard. Yeah. The a bit word was marked as, yeah, how to say, as content that is maybe a term that is sensitive or something. Yeah, a bit hard. So good. Yeah, the wrists need to be trained. We're doing some wrist training later on. So we go again. This was one-time sun salutations. This is a really, really, yeah, explicit word. A bit hard. So this is a really, really standard position. If you know this sequence of sun salutation in and outward, you kind of know yoga a little bit, because everybody is doing this in yoga. So breathing in deeply, bring your hands up into the sky. Breathing out, or variations of it, folding forward. Breathing in, lifting halfway. When you lift halfway, check with your lower spine that it's not rounding. Then breathing out, folding forward, placing your hands on the mat, pushing into the mounts of the fingers a lot. Stepping back, downward facing dog, pushing into the mounts of the fingers a lot. Breathing in, and coming forward and down, 90 degrees of the elbows. And release down, hips down. Every time you don't understand something that I'm saying, or if anything is unclear, ask about it. I know it's a lot, so probably it's a lot. Push into the feet a lot. Push into the knees a lot, and think forward and up. Breathe in deeply. Forward and up. Draw the belly in and up. And release. Push yourself back to downward facing dog. Breathing in deeply. Looking forward to the fingers. And slowly breathing out. Stepping or jumping forward. Releasing forward, breathing in deeply, bending your knees, hands pointing upward, and stand up with a straight back. Bring your arms up, breathing in deeply. And as you're breathing in deeply, draw the belly in and up, engage the belly, and slight back bend, like leaning a little bit back, but your belly is engaged. Then forward fold, breathing out. Breathing in, lifting halfway. Let's go 2 more times through this. Check with your lower spine that it's not rounding. Breathing out. Honor where you are today. Place your hands on the mat, stepping back. Breathing in, downward facing dog. Move forward and down as you're breathing out. Knees down or knees up. Release the hips down. Place your feet on the mat. Push into the feet, push into the knees, and come forward and up. Come maybe even a little bit deeper. And shift yourself back to downward facing dog, breathing in and jump, either walk forward as you're breathing out. Breathing in, bend your knees and stand up. Slight back bend and breathing out, forward fold. Breathing in, lift halfway. Check with your lower spine. And forward fold again. Place your hands on the mat. Stepping back. Oh, what did you write? Wow, out mod really does exaggerate. Exactly. And come forward. And down. It's the hips down. Come forward and up. Elbows pointing to the back here when you're doing this, and then come up again, downward facing dog. Looking forward to your fingers and stepping or jumping forward. Really good job. And now let me quickly tell you something here. In this position, we want to have the hips over the heels. So as I'm doing it right now, not that good. But you want to bring awareness to our hips and bring them a little bit over the heels. And this is super hard for people that are not that flexible as me. So a lot of the weight will be over the toes if you're doing this. So if you try to bring your hips more over the heels, that will create a stretch in your hamstrings. And then release the neck, release the head a lot. And breathe out. Good. And just quick information. Bend your knees and stand up. Again, bring your hands up into the sky, breathe in deeply. Good job. Bring your hands in front of the heart together. Really good job. My back is hypermobile. This position is amazing for my spine. I like forward fold, okay? Your back is hypermobile. Wow, that's crazy to hear. I can't imagine what does it mean? I mean, I know hypermobile, yeah. But what does it mean hypermobile in your back? Like, can you like bend forward super low down, so you're really close to your legs, or is your hips really open so that you can go down further, or how far are you down? Okay, you can have your hands flat on the ground. That's good. That's good. Awesome. Good. We're doing some more. Are you ready? Are you ready to go a little bit heavier? Let's do that. So we just only have around 17 minutes left, so we'll do something and see how far we can go. So let's come to our knees down and back into all fours. And as promised, we're doing some wrist work right now to give your wrists some muscles. Shall we? So we're coming not into completely all fours where we have the shoulders over the wrists, but we take the hands a little bit back. Quick information, if you put them further away in this position, it gets harder. If you bring them a little bit closer, it gets easier. So we want to have them quite close. And then we want to bring a lot of weight over the wrists, a lot of the weight over the fingers. And now really we want to push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. And from there we lift up. So first of all, shift all the weights over the hands, and then we lift up with the hands, with the mounts of the fingers. So we push into the mounts of the fingers and we lift up through the wrists. And that's what we're doing here. So we don't want to use the hips here to lift up, but we want to shift the weight over the hands, and we want to lift up with the hands. And it goes like this. We're going up and down like 10 times, and you should start to feel a burning in the lower arms here. So let's do this. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good, that's good. And release. Come up, shake your wrists. Do you feel a burning here in the lower arms? A little? Or was it too less? And then we go again. We push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. And we go up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20. Release. You feel a burn? Okay, that's awesome. That's exactly what you should feel. In the lower arms, a little bit of a burn. And then we go one more time, just 10 times, it's fine. Shake your wrists. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. Really good. Claw the fingers a little if you like. If you feel like clawing the fingers a little, pushing into the mounts of the fingers and lift off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Shake your wrists. Awesome job. So this exercise, we need to use that for the goal handstand. If you want to make this goal your own, you can use this exercise as really a good exercise for going towards handstand. And now here's the catch. I want to show it to you why that is. So let's bring the hands forward again on the mat, shoulder width apart, push into the mounts of the fingers a lot, and we come back into downward facing dog here. Now we don't care that much about the position right now, that it's completely correct, but we push into the mounts of the fingers again, as we just did in this position where you pushed up. We want to have this activated. We want to have these muscles activated here. And what we are going to do is we bend a little bit at the knees and we jump a little bit. Just this tiny bit. Just leaving the feet on the floor and pushing into the mounts of the fingers a lot. And what you will feel is that you get pushed down. You get pushed down really hard. You're pushing yourself down with the hands. And that's what you want to feel. And just go a few more times, maybe 5 more times or 3 more times. And then release. Come down. And today, or now, we're learning child's pose. See how it works for you. Probably it should work. You can put your knees to the sides, big toes together, and sitting back on your heels, and then reach forward, releasing the head down, breathing in deeply. So in this position, knees to the sides, big toes together, and letting your head come to the mat, extending your arms, breathing in deeply into the belly, into the chest. That's good. That's good. Especially as you're feeling this pressure pushing you down again to the mat. So if you felt like a frog, probably you could jump even more, right? So breathe in deeply and come back up. Pushing into the mounts of the fingers again, and come one more time up. And we're doing it one more time, just like maybe 5 times or so. And really maybe jump a little bit more and see where you can go. But really engage your fingers here, pushing into the floor. And you don't need to go that far up. You can just stay down here, completely fine. And try to make it soft. Soft landings. Important here. So of course I could teach you better if I would just be around, but it's hard. So I need to get over all the things one step after the other. Otherwise, if I would be there, I could say, okay, do that, and it would be a little bit easier, but it's okay. And then bring your knees again to the sides, big toes together, and reach forward. Breathe in deeply. If you can't breathe into this position, bring your knees a little bit wider, then reach forward. The belly into the chest, breathing in deeply. I'm pretty sure I'm not suitable for a handstand. Pretty sure I'll mess up the balance and go too far. Don't worry, we're not going into full handstand today. So we're doing something that prepares you for handstand. We're not doing the full thing. So don't worry about it. So you can come to a stand, just stand up here, then come down on your knees. And once we get there, once you would practice regularly with me, you will get fast improvements. You will get fast improvements, and we will get there to the next variation of it. You will see it. I will show you the variations, and we just do one variation where you feel safe, right? So don't worry about it. You decide where you go, right? So from here, you're in standing position. Push the palms up into the sky, and now draw the fingers down towards your body. Pushing the palms up into the sky, drawing the fingers down. So handstand is hard. Handstand is really hard. And of course, you need to practice that. You can't just go and do a perfect handstand. Nobody expects you that you can do that. But with assistance, like if I would be there, I could assist you, and you would come pretty sure in a good handstand, and then I could let you down again, safely. But unfortunately, we don't have this scenario, right? So let's come down again, shake your wrists, And again, push the hands forward, push out of the palms and draw the fingers back. So we need to go through some other steps today. So we really go step by step here. And as you are practicing maybe other videos on YouTube or with me again, you will see really fast improvements here. Especially as we're practicing the variations. And release, shake your wrists. And as we are not having that much money, can I cheat and lean up against the wall? Yes, yeah, don't worry. I'm showing you the variations. So there's no cheating. Of course, there's no cheating. We're going to variation 1. So this already, what we were doing, you were completely in a handstand here. You can do completely in a handstand here as you were standing and pushing the palms up into the sky and drawing the fingers down. You're in handstand. It's just upside down, but you're in a handstand. And yeah. If you want to come into a handstand right now, you can do so. You can just put your arms down slowly and like turning them like this, fingers together, putting the arms down, and just stand on your hands. And you're in a handstand. I hope you enjoyed this, but let's go to the real thing, right? So bring your hands towards the wall of your choice. So there's no need to be afraid of a handstand because you're deciding how far you can go. This is a variation 1 of the handstand that we're doing today. And you're completely free to stay here, and that's completely fine. But think about you're in a handstand. You want to have your hips over the heels. Hips over heels. You want to push into the wall. Push into the mounts of the fingers. And you want to look between the wrists here. Draw the belly in and up. And think that you are upside down with the legs against a wall. This is variation 1. And then we're going a little bit further if you like. So again, really think about that you're upside down. We want to bring the head a little bit up and look with the eyes between the wrists here. Push into the mounts of the fingers a lot again. Mounts of the fingers a lot, really important here. Yeah. That's good that you are prepared and serious. Now it becomes serious, right? This is also already serious, this one here. You can just stay here in variation 1 and do that. I'll show quickly variation 2 if you like to do variation 2. It's already upside down. So you're sitting with the hips on the wall, extend one foot, and we measure with this foot the distance. So where the foot lands, we're putting one finger there, and then we put our wrist there, shoulder width apart approximately. And we're shifting the weight to the hands and we step up on the wall. And now it's inverted. We push into the mounts of the fingers a lot. We have our hips over the shoulders right now. When you push into the mounts of the fingers, draw the belly in and up. And we just rest there for a little. If you like to do that, you can do that. This is variation 2. This is already a little bit deeper, and this is handstand. This is handstand completely. Or you can just go back into variation 1, completely fine. There's a lot to discover here into how to do it correctly. Just take your time. There's no need to go to complete full handstand today, right? And if you like to go even so you can do variation 2 right now if you like. You can do variation 1 again. And we slowly close it. Oh shit. Wow, my mat is slipping on my wooden floor when I did that. That was crazy. Okay, I hope you didn't hurt yourself right now. Yeah, maybe your mat should be like fixed. Mat should be like a little bit fixed on the floor. Yeah. I hope you didn't hurt yourself. Are you good? Yeah, because if your mat was slipping, try to bring more weight down into the hands. Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. So again, if your mat was slipping, that means you give pressure to the, gave a force to the front or to the back, right? So try to bring, when you go into this pose, right? Try to bring the weight down to the mat, not to the front or to the back, down to the mat, and then go up. But of course, maybe it's so slippery that you're completely right. It's just worn out too much. And we are slowly closing it down for today. As I was explaining quite a lot today, the lesson went by really, really fast. And thank you so much for being here. We're coming to lie down on our back directly because we just don't have any more time. So bring your hands, your feet, extend the feet. Just quickly come into a cactus pose with your elbows, fingers pointing up. Bring your legs up. And now watch out for your ankles again. Bring your knees to the right and then bring your knees to the left. So bring the knees to the left and to the right. I think it shouldn't be a problem. You can have the feet a little bit engaged. Left and right with the knees. This is windshield wipers. It's called windshield wipers. And if you come next time around, we can go a little bit more intense. As I was explaining really a lot today. And yeah. Just make sure you can follow somewhat. And then release this movement slowly, slowly. Extend your feet again. Palms are facing up by your sides. Arms are lying by your sides. Toes are facing away from each other. Close your eyes and just be in Shavasana. And now we'll get you back to your body in around 2 minutes and we close it from there. Just be right now. Deepen your breath. Start to move your fingers, start to move your toes. And come back to your body. Draw on your knees towards your belly and shift yourself to either the left or the right side of your side body. Coming to lie down in your side body. Feel grounded. And breathe in deeply into the belly, into the chest, a lot. And with your next breath, lift yourself up, come into final sitting pose, lift yourself up through this side position. And come into final sitting pose, having your eyes still closed if possible. Bring your arms in front of the heart together. Honoring the practice that you just did for yourself, honoring your body, where it is, right now, how it feels right now. Releasing the arms, opening the eyes, and thank you so much for practicing today with me. And yeah. Oh, I'll join tomorrow for sure. This was actually good fun. Thank you so much for your kind words. And if you like to check me out a little bit more, or check out more of my content, you find myself on YouTube, or find me on YouTube. You can subscribe and hit the bell there. Yeah, it depends, right? It depends what time of day it is. Our practice was rather, especially for you, it was new for you. If I imagine, right, you're discovering something new and you're practicing that's really exhausting for you because you need to learn it, right? You need to learn the different kind of movements and you need to listen a lot. That's really exhausting, especially as you don't know my voice. All of this is really exhausting, especially also if I go to a new yoga teacher that I never been to. It's hard for me to listen to this yoga teacher because I don't know how exactly he does the things he does. So especially if you're joining right now for the next few lessons, or if you're joining again, let's say tomorrow or another day, you're free to come, right? And I'm happy about that. But it will be less exhausting for you because you kind of start to know me, start to know how I talk, start to know how I do things, right? What I'm saying. But especially the first lessons are really exhausting always, also for me, if I get to know somebody new, really exhausting. And yes, you probably are sleepy just because of that fact. You learned a lot. But then after some time, you shouldn't feel that sleepy. I mean, there are some things that you could do before going to sleep. There's some breathing techniques and everything that you can do before sleep. Then there are other exercises that are more like energetic, right? And the things that we just did are like not only physical exhausting for you, but also like mentally really exhausting for you. As said, it's like a new thing. So for you, and that's why you're really exhausted right now. It's not like it was so physically exhausting that you're completely done, but it's it's more like, oh, that's a new thing you need to learn and you need to know how to. I mean, that's what I would say honestly to you right now. So it wasn't super exhausting right now. I can make it very, very much more exhausting. But it was much more mentally exhausting for you, I can imagine. So with that said, questions are always welcome, and I really honor them. Thank you so much for asking me questions. Thank you so much for for being here today. That means a lot to me. And yeah, I hope to see you very, very soon. And by that, again, you can check out my YouTube. And if you like, you can leave a comment there somewhere. I also upload this very session to YouTube. So all the sessions that I'm doing here are uploaded on YouTube. So if you like to check up on them again of how exactly I did something, or want to check how I do other lessons, you can quickly check them out and know. So, okay, yeah, awesome that you check in tomorrow again. Thank you so much. How should I call you, by the way? Should I just call you Sky? Is that okay for you? Or should I call you something else? And by the way, you can, if you like to connect with me more directly, you can check in my Discord, and you can ask me questions there. Or if you have any suggestions or ideas, you can join my Discord and let me know. And I really, really love to help you out. Okay, most people just call me Lumi. Okay, that's awesome, Lumi. So I wish you a wonderful rest of the day, and I hope to see you very soon. And yeah, let's rate somebody, shall we? Let's rate somebody. Maybe a good friend of me is on. No, okay, yeah, let's just rate these guys, because they rated me once too. So let me quickly do that. And I love rating people, especially. Also, if you only have one viewer, or two viewers, or three, or doesn't really matter. I love to rate these guys, because they rated me with 70 people, and they really didn't. I didn't really realize, because I still don't have set up the how is it called, the alerts? Yeah, the alerts. I still don't have these set up. I need to do that. Yeah, let's just rate them. And Lumi, I hope to see you very soon. Also for everybody else, I hope to see you guys very soon. And have a wonderful rest of the day. And see you very soon. Bye bye.
Well, put that